Welcome back to Talking Marvel. In this video, I'm going to break down a theory of mine that Zemo was responsible for the snap in Avengers Infinity War. I will argue that he is the one that set off the events that led to it, and things would have played out very differently if not for his actions. We first have to go back to Sokovia, where Zemo said everything was taken from him, putting him on a path of destruction to dismantle the Avengers. Unlike other villains before him, he knew a non-superpowered human couldn't defeat the Avengers alone. So the plan was to divide them and have them fight each other. Zemo said that an empire toppled by its enemies can rise again, but one which crumbles from within, that's dead forever. This worked to an extent, and is why the team is divided in Infinity War to fight the Black Order and a half-powered Thanos. Zemo didn't necessarily know who would be on either side when he killed Black Panther's father, but he did know that Captain America and Bucky would stand opposite of Iron Man after he showed the footage of Bucky killing Stark's parents. Along with Cap came Sam, since he's always on the same side. And Zemo knew this because he admitted to following Cap very closely for a year. While some of the heroes knew it wasn't right to be told who and when to help, and they could do more good as an independent group, others made the wrong decision. Not only did Zemo start the Civil War, he ignited it further by infiltrating and releasing Bucky once captured the first time. This time Zemo used the words to control him and make him appear as a threat. On one side was Captain America, Bucky, Sam, Wanda, Hawkeye, and Ant-Man, while Iron Man had War Machine, Vision, Black Panther, Spider-Man, and Black Widow. The way in which they split up set up Infinity War and who would be defending which Infinity Stone. Here's why. Cap and the 5 heroes on his side became outcasts and had to work outside of the law or took deals to be with their families because even if some of them made amends with the other members of the Avengers, the government and the world didn't want them operating without supervision. Bucky was put under with the help of Black Panther and Wakanda, while Cap had to break Sam, Wanda, Ant-Man, and Hawkeye out of the raft. Hawkeye and Ant-Man have families and had to take house arrest deals. This is why neither of them are in Infinity War to help out, or I bet they would have been. Wanda went off the grid with Cap, Nat, Sam, and Vision, and she also thought her and Vision broke off even further to be alone. This separated the group to the point that Vision was caught off guard and injured in Infinity War, also taking Wanda out of the fight later on in Wakanda to protect him. As for Cap, Nat, and Sam, they were there to initially protect Wanda and Vision, but not in New York, where they likely would have been to help keep the Time Stone on Earth. This split Iron Man, Spider-Man, and Doctor Strange up from the rest of the Avengers until they joined up with some of the Guardians. Strange and Stark would have done well in the battle in Wakanda, but how would Spider-Man have fared? I assume not very well, as it was an open field. We did get to see him in action for a bit in Endgame in a similar type of scenario, but there were lots of flying things for him to swing off of. So let's assume Zemo didn't commence the Civil War. All of the Avengers, minus Thor, would have still been around New York when the Black Order arrived to collect the Time and Mind Stones. This would have seen an almost fully powered Avengers face off against all 4 members of the Black Order. Seeing how quickly the Black Order fell in Endgame in an open battle, I don't think they would have lasted too long. Without the Time Stone headed to Titan, that means the group of Guardians would have just been there alone waiting for Thanos to arrive and probably kill them. But there would have been no Time Stone. Thor, Rocket, and Groot were able to travel to Earth to go after Thanos, but by this time he would have already figured the Time Stone wasn't on Titan and had been on Earth. I figured the Avengers' plan would still be to get the Mind Stone at a Vision's head, so the entire group of Avengers would head to Wakanda. If Strange is still on Earth, that means Wong and the Might of Kamar-Taj would be in contact and able to assist in the battle. The army of Thanos would be without direction, or he would have led them into the battle himself. There would likely be casualties, but Thanos would possess the power, space, reality, and soul stones, not arguably 2 of the most powerful stones. With no Corvus Glaive to sneak up on Vision and Shuri while removing the Mind Stone, Vision doesn't fall into the waiting hands of Thanos on the outskirts of the battle. This allows the Mind Stone to be removed and destroyed by Wanda away from the battle. Vision lives, and the Time Stone isn't in Thanos' possession to reverse the destruction anyways. Remember, there's a dead man's curse on the necklace holding the Time Stone on Strange, so without him willingly giving up the stone, it wasn't going to change hands. With a different path, Doctor Strange would have analyzed the futures in which they won, and there could have been many more. While Zemo wasn't really shown as this very powerful enemy in Civil War, he is very smart and really did a number on the Avengers, setting up Infinity War the way it went down and allowed Thanos to achieve his goal, while staying alive in the process. I hope you enjoyed the setup, journey, and scenario that, who knows, could have gone down in one of the other universes in the vast multiverse. Thanks for sticking around. Don't forget to like and subscribe since you made it this far, and I'll see you in the next one.